Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. MATIC shows some upside today, while for example Bitcoin is down, few altcoins are rallying a little bit. This could be the B wave that I made you aware of yesterday. Remember we talked about that MATIC is probably in this fifth wave to the downside. One more low could happen towards around 48.5 cents. Would be ideal to get one more low eventually. Now of course until then it can do a few crazy corrective movements, as you know, can always happen in these corrective waves. Could even be that this fourth wave is still unfolding, but we have no evidence for that yet. It was already quite an aggressive fourth wave. Now, I highlighted to you though that this fifth wave might still be is probably unfolding, and that's likely forming an ending diagonal structure in which we might still be in the third wave, and that we could get a little bit of a B wave rally now into resistance, into this sort of target range for a B wave. Now, I should say there aren't really clear targets for B waves because they can be very fast, they can be very strong, they can also be very short. Always remember that B waves are probably among all waves in Elliott wave the most difficult waves to forecast, and they are the corrective waves of the corrections basically, and they happen in diagonals in each of the subwaves. Within a diagonal you have an ABC structure, and the B wave is always a bit of a surprise. Well, not always, but sometimes it can be. But yeah, we were watching for this B wave to happen and for this B wave rally to take place. So at the moment this is just a rally into resistance. We need to be watching if price reacts to 56.6 cents or 57.6. If not, then yeah, what could it be? It could certainly stretch out its wave 2. I mean, in a different interpretation, it could mean that the wave 1 only just finished and it's going a little higher in the wave 2. But for now, I just view this as a corrective structure, and I focus on lower more imminently against the 57.6 cent level. Okay, if it goes above that, it's likely not a B wave anymore, and it will likely reset wave 2. If it resets wave 2, it could theoretically climb all the way up to 63.5 cents again, but only a move above that level. And if it comes with a break above the descending trend line, would make me think that possibly a low was already in. However, then in a very, very unlikely bottoming structure. Now, one thing that can always happen that we always need to be prepared for, but it is impossible to predict, is that this wave 4 is unfolding as a triangle. But this is too early to say. This would be sort of the answer if we get a corrective rally from here, because this is a very, very unusual bottoming structure. And it seems unfinished because it didn't make a lower low below this one. So what can always happen is, as you probably know if you've been following this channel and if you've learned a little bit about Elliott wave, a wave 4 can always turn into a triangle, but it would be very annoying and very boring. So I start to see some triangles here and there. ADA chart, the H-bar chart. So this could have been just an A wave, and that's pure speculation at this stage. A B wave down, a C wave up, a D wave down, and an E wave up, and then make another low. Getting towards that 48 cent level, which would be ideal, 48 to 46. So I'm just highlighting this could turn into a triangle. Again, if we don't have enough waves for that, it will be extremely hard to predict it. It's just something that we need to consider and need to be watching as price is developing. And what we also need to pay attention to is this descending trend line, of course. And I consider the triangle as long as price stays above the June low. So that was here at around 50.6 cents, because if a triangle is forming, we should really get a contracting one with higher lows and lower highs. 5 waves. At the moment we only have 2 really, so it's nothing I primarily follow at the moment, but just something to consider just in case it just suddenly starts a screaming rally from here without a clear bottoming structure. Just bear in mind that when the altcoins are turning around, they will do it very, very quickly, and they will be very fast, and that often happens when the sentiment is very bearish. But at the moment, price structure is still corrective. I don't see a very clear long setup here at the moment until we have a 5-wave move to the upside above resistance. Nevertheless, it could turn into a triangle. Just always bear that in mind. That's my update about MATIC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.